Florida's late-game collapse against South Florida was as shocking as it was brutal. Leading by a point with under 3 minutes left, the Gators managed just 2 yards on their final possession, including a punt that pinned the Bulls at their own 11. South Florida needed only 8 plays to march 87 yards and convert a 20-yard field goal as time expired, leaving Billy Napier and his team stunned. What was supposed to be a signature moment instead became a textbook example of coaching failure, erasing the goodwill earned from last season's resurgence and casting a shadow over the Gators' early season playoff hopes. The in-state loss magnifies the frustration, while South Florida emerges as a legitimate contender in the Group of 5 race under Alex Golesh, who has steadily built a team capable of double-digit wins. Other winners from the weekend's action included Oklahoma, which delivered a statement victory over Michigan, 24-13, on national television. Washington State transfer John Mateer starred, accounting for 3 touchdowns and nearly 350 total yards, while Brent Venables' defense limited Bryce Underwood to just 142 passing yards. Illinois impressed with a dominant 45-19 win against Duke, overcoming a turnover deficit and showcasing the depth necessary for a potential college football playoff at-large bid. Missouri, rebounding from an early deficit, exploited a powerful ground game led by Jamal and Ahmad to control the clock and secure a 42-31 win over Kansas, reviving a rivalry dormant since the SEC switch. Iowa State eked out a 16-13 win over Iowa thanks to kicker Kyle Conrady, continuing his streak of late-game heroics in a series that has defined the rivalry in recent seasons. Arch Manning rebounded from a rough debut to lead Texas to a commanding 38-7 victory over San Jose State, completing 19 of 30 passes and throwing for 4 touchdowns despite some red zone miscues. The losers list featured Michigan, whose young quarterback struggled against Oklahoma's relentless defensive schemes, leaving questions about Bryce Underwood's development and the offense's ability to compete with top Big Ten programs. Arizona State fell victim to a last-minute, long-field touchdown from Mississippi State after failing to punch the ball in from close range, marking a stunning collapse for the Sun Devils. Oklahoma State suffered a humbling 69-3 loss to Oregon, exposing the gap in talent and signaling potential instability under Mike Gundy. SMU blew a late-game lead against Baylor, dropping a 48-45 double overtime thriller and extending their losing streak against Power 4 opponents. Iowa's offense floundered under Mark Gronkowski, who has struggled to transition from FCS success, amassing only 127 yards through 2 games and leaving